You finish an article or a chapter of a book. You feel productive. But 10 minutes later, the specific details have already started to fade. This happens because the brain functions as a survival machine. It prioritizes information that helps navigate the immediate environment, often at the expense of long-term data storage. As shown here, your brain constantly evaluates incoming data for immediate utility. Information without a clear purpose is flagged as unnecessary and routed into a deletion bin to preserve cognitive energy. To prevent this, you can use a 4-step process designed to signal that what you are reading is worth keeping. To start this process today, you will need the text you want to learn, a calendar, and a space where you can speak out loud. Effective recall depends on your ability to work with the biological filtering system you already have. Step 1 involves shifting your focus toward extracting overarching meaning. Reading a high volume of text can create a false sense of competence. Simply moving your eyes across a page does not guarantee that the information is being stored. This diagram illustrates how the brain filters for structure. It tends to ignore isolated facts, prioritizing information when it recognizes connected patterns. Take a section of your text now and read it with the goal of identifying how the different ideas connect to one another. Building this pattern while you read signals to your brain that these specific connections carry weight. Without this structural framework, the data is likely to be deleted shortly after you look away. Step 2 requires you to execute the close the book test the moment you finish a section. Hide your source material. Now ask yourself out loud, what did I just learn? You will likely feel significant mental friction. For a moment, your mind might feel empty. That sensation of struggle indicates that the brain is working to find a pathway. As this visualization shows, the act of straining to recall information helps solidify the connections between these points. Reopening the book too quickly removes this friction. This interrupts the process of building a durable memory. Research into active recall suggests that durable memory is built during the effort of retrieval. Step 3 moves the recalled pattern into an external explanation. Attempt to teach what you've learned to someone else. Teaching acts as a diagnostic test. It quickly reveals the specific areas where your understanding is incomplete. To pass this test, you should be able to explain the core concept in simple terms, without referring back to your notes. If you find yourself hesitating or relying on jargon you can't define, return to Step 1 to re-examine the original connections. Information that cannot be explained clearly is often still treated as expendable data by the brain. Step 4 involves using a schedule to help move this verified information into long-term recall. This grid shows the intervals required for a retention schedule. Plan to review your findings on day 1, day 3, and day 7. This timing works with the brain's filtering process. By reviewing the material at these intervals, you signal that the data is necessary. The line here shows the rate at which we forget information. These reviews are timed to interrupt that decay. Each session restores your recall just as it begins to slip. Without this final step, the effort you put into understanding and teaching the material may still be lost over time. You now have processed ideas, a tested recall loop, and a maintenance schedule. By taking these steps, you have actively influenced how your brain filters this information. You have established a process for verifiable retention that goes beyond the initial feeling of understanding. Apply this 4-step process to the next document you read to see how it changes your recall. Ultimately, a reliable long-term memory depends entirely on the deliberate architecture you have built through these specific steps.